Hey guys, it's TRIZE here, and what you're seeing right now is one of my latest automation builds called the Talon DeeLeet. This was once a British sports car turned drag car that does wheelies at high speeds. It has a powerful engine, high ride height, and can go at high speeds at over 200 miles per hour. Maybe this car could bring some Need for Speed Pro Street vibes by doing such wheelies. Anyways, I'll explain some of the details about this vehicle. Since this build breaks the game, I don't have a lap time recorded because it keeps showing up in error code when doing so, but it does have a top speed of 259 miles per hour and a 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds flat. This vehicle uses my second rendition of my most powerful inline-4 engine that produces 2,508.9 horsepower and 1,818.9 pounds-feet of torque. It has a fuel efficiency rating of 10.8 miles per gallon and weighs 2,108.2 pounds, which equals to 956.2 kilograms. And now, let's go over the specs of this vehicle. In terms of how I made the Talon DeeLeet, the panel material will be made out of carbon fiber with a monocoque chassis also made out of carbon fiber. With a mid-transverse engine placement, and the front suspension we're using is a solid axle coil to bring up the ride height of this vehicle naturally, and the rear suspension we're using is a McPherson strut. And everything about this vehicle, including the engine and all this good stuff, max quality because why the hell not? For the engine, we're going to go over this pretty briefly because it's basically my most powerful inline-4, the second rendition of this vehicle, version 2. So it's still inline-4 with the best block material magnesium, 120mm bore and stroke to get the size at around 5.4 liters with dual red cam 5 valves, aluminum silicone, max quality, all that good stuff. For the top end of the vehicle, balance shaft, best materials at all possible. The compression stayed the same. And the cam profile, I reduced this by one click. It was a 74, now it's a 73, with the springs and lifters originally at a 47, now at a 44. For the turbocharger, pretty much same everything with no intercore, but we're using a variable geometry ball bearing setup. It's used to be twin scroll, but not anymore. The compressor is still maxed out at 120 millimeters, but the turbine has now been increased by maxing this out to 118 millimeters. The air compressor trim, the third section, this was at 100, now it's at a 74, and the boost kept at 37.7 psi. For the fuel system, nothing has changed, with the fuel mixer used to have been at an 11.8, now it's at a 10.0, and it did drop the RPM by 100 RPM less. It was a 7,400 RPM, now it's at a 7,300 RPM. And the exhaust jumped up the diameter from once 190 to now 203 millimeters, which equals to 8 inches. So let's get to hear what my second rendition of my most powerful inline-4 engine sounds like right now. It's a loud sounding engine, but with that turbo lag, we could pretty much say that VTEC kicked in, yo. So for the second half part of the vehicle, for the drive type, our only option is we're using the transverse rear-wheel drive setup with an advanced automatic 7-speed with the top speed set to 259.1 miles per hour. As you look at this graph, it can go up to around 350 miles per hour, but with this here vehicle, I did a ton of trial and error in BeamNG to get the optimal gear ratios and all that good stuff to perform such wheelies at high speeds. So I stuck with a top speed around 259 miles per hour because I felt that was the most optimal setting to get good wheelies and like medium speeds, high speeds, all that good stuff. For the tires, we're using some radial semi-slick tires with the front tire width set to 205 millimeters and the rear is set at 275 millimeters, running on some 18-inch carbon fiber rims. For the brakes, we're using the best ones as possible except for the piston count. So the front is a carbon ceramic 3 piston with its size set to 375 millimeters and max this bad boy out. And the rear is also carbon ceramic but a 1 piston with its size set to 375 millimeters. And the pad type kept at a comfort setting as we'd see here with the graph visibility of the brakes. Well, beforehand, this was all broken and I could not load this whatsoever. As I show you with the front splitter of this vehicle, this what cured the crashiness of the game, because without the front splitter, the memory will go up to like 100% strength and I have to kill the task and task manager to reload the game. which will show you the aerodynamics and all this good stuff for proof. So no under tray, brake airflow to 10. So look at the graph here. This was like extremely weird for the downforce. Like it kind of goes up and then boop goes straight up, boop goes down. It was all weird with both the front and rear downforce. It was like all over the charts, like it's a freaking seismometer or something, like it measures earthquakes. But this is not a seismometer. This is an automobile, for God's sake. So for the interior, that's good stuff. Well, we got no interior because, well, it's a one-seater with a basic interior with no entertainment whatsoever, so why put the time to do so? And the safeties and everything, no power steering, just ABS brakes only with no safety standards whatsoever. And with the suspension of the vehicle, we got ourselves standard springs, twin-tube dampers, and passive sway bars running on a race preset. Despite a ton of problems that we got with this vehicle, just bear with me as I read all this off, such as wheel spin issues, quality settings, short gearing, front and rear dampers being too hard, brake fade issues, clearance issues, high torque load, high RPM stress, engine being too rich, and the use of semi-slick tires. Let's go into BeamNG.drive to do some sick-ass wheelies. So here we are at the bottom map of Los Angeles with this loud-ass drag vehicle, and there is an accident to my right, so we got the traffic, and what are you boys doing? Well, let me help out for you. You good? No, you're not. You're gonna T-bone him. You're gonna do stupid stuff that the AI does for a living. God damn, listen to this. I'm over here, we got ourselves a big accident in the middle of the road, and the highway is where the car's at. This bad boy is so loud up in here, man. So without further ado, as I'm stuck on the left-hand side of the highway, let's start with our base performance test, starting with the 0 to 62 acceleration test, followed by the 62 to 0 brake test, and lastly, a top speed run with this here vehicle. So let's begin to accelerate with this wheelie machine right now. Accelerate as we go, and are we gonna do a wheelie? Damn, not straight. 0 to 62 in 2.60 seconds of 127.64 feet. I thought we were gonna do a wheelie, but unfortunately, we didn't do so. So brake test, now. Go to realistic gearbox in case something goes stupid on me, and I can't brake. The front tires are locking up. Let's try it again. Alright, try this again. Good, 62 to 0 in 2.32 seconds of 94.05 feet. With some big-ass brakes, 3 pistons in the front, 1 in the back. I like the time and distance. That is excellent for a braking distance and time for this vehicle. That was close, buddy. So for a top speed run on this vehicle, are we going to do a wheelie? So we're kind of angling... drift. Sorry, buddy. So we're going to do a wheelie? The answer is... we're doing a wheel spin. So it does wheelies. God damn, I can't barely steer. So it does wheelies on the drag strip. There you go. Here's the first taste. There's another wheelie. 160 miles an hour. We're doing a sick-ass wheelie. There goes another wheelie. We're gonna hit this car. Front tire broken. This is gonna be a long way to go to reach a top speed with this here traffic. Give me a minute. So I'm about to say it does wheelies pretty good on a drag strip, but on public roads like this, it does, but you pretty much gotta get it at the right spot. We gotta go through these uphills and downhills, these elevation changes to guarantee a wheelie on the streets. Alright, we got no traffic. Look at this sick-ass, vertical-ass. Look at this. 170 miles an hour. We can't even keep this on the road. So let's say screw it. Let's crash these buildings. Can I crash into buildings, please? Can I crash into you, please? There, we can't reach its top speed because this car is too damn uncontrollable up in here. So he lost a wing, got some rear end damage. I mean, what else could you ask for this vehicle? So now, let's take this on a drag strip to prove that this car could really wheelie at a very high speed. So here we are at West Coast, USA at the drag strip. We're doing a drag race with a few of the most prominent vehicles on here. So let's start off by grabbing the Bruckell Moonhawk, the drag edition, and see how it holds up compared to this car and the other car. So here is the Moonhawk as so. So it comes up to the line on the first marker, so I'm about to stop dead on the 2 markers here. So let's keep this a neutral because I can't trust it in drive. So wait for a second marker. Here we go, and... penis. Alright, try this again. Here we go. Wheelie machine. I'm forwarding it. Wheelie machine. Let's keep this to the right. Keep this to the right. It rolled over, and I've been disqualified because this sucks. So, yes, you do see... well, I didn't restart. It does wheelies as so. Now, the main important thing is, can I keep a good wheelie going? And try to beat him? No, I can't. No, I can't. How am I disqualified? What's my time? I got a 150, 9 seconds, 619 milliseconds of a speed of 155 miles per hour. And he got an 8.9 seconds with a speed of 173 miles per hour. What is going on here? I mean, I did so successfully. I didn't go over the line or nothing like that. So let's do it with my car. It's DeeLeet versus DeeLeet. Because I can't be a BeamNG.drive car because we merge together and do that. All right, drag race of the century. How is he gonna, he's gonna do a wheelie. We're gonna do a wheelie so do this sick-ass wheelie competition from Need for Speed Pro Street. I don't care if I go over the line. I've gotten out of my lane. Look at this, look at this. Arse facey. Well, assuming that you can go over the line, I got around 8.8 seconds, 159 miles per hour versus his 10.2 seconds of 144 miles per hour. All right, one more time. Let's see how long I can keep a wheelie going, and then we'll take this off somewheres and end ourselves by smashing this here vehicle. Get out of the track, dude. All right, let's see. Wheelie machine for Need for Speed Pro Street. Good a quarter of a mile without tipping over rev risk. Damn it, versus him. Damn, he about flipped over up in here, so I did do this privately. I was doing straight wheelies. I made all the way the entire drag strip. I pretty much made this to the very end. Like, out Need for Speed Pro Street, you could make a wheelie from the start of drag strip to the very end and get like, what, 1,300 feet or something stupid, pretty much the entire length of the drag strip. So we could do this with this vehicle, with this here video, so whatever. So let's quick exhibition. How will this behave? Will this delete all the other vehicles? Yes, it does. So let's stop the car, put this in park, and take this out somewheres by going to Brutal Slope to see if this here vehicle could stay on the ground with all 4 tires on the ground and not do any stupid wheelies. So take it to the top of the ramp right now. So here we are at the tip top of the ramp here at Brutal Slope. So let's accelerate as so, skateboard ourselves down, and let me get a full acceleration. I don't want a better 0 to 60. Can I get it better or no? That's worse. 3.23 seconds of 132.89 feet. Let's reduce acceleration because I don't want to go skatus or jump off. Oh no. Please? I mean, I can't even do this anymore. We're just doing straight wheelies down the entire ramp here. I mean, look at this. Back to... Okay, here we go. Kill the engine. 135 mile an hour launch. Backflip-ish as we go. So almost a backflip. We spun over 180 degrees. We're on our roof. And we're going a long ways from the launch to ramp here. And stop. Get a camera. Slow this down. So 100 times slow-mo as we go. Let's do 100 times. Damn, this is so like shiny at the bottom of the under tray. So 100 times slow-mo. Here goes the vehicle. Just spash our way down to the ground as so. The front 2 tires are gone. The rear tire, it seems like it's gonna fall off, so let's do regular camera and full time. Here we go, flip it on over. Going end over end on our sides, on our left sides. The engine's doing some weird ninjutsu stuff as it wants to leave the vehicle, but it can't. So the engine is outside the vehicle. We got a tire. Let's yeet this bad boy. Missed. How the other one? Yeet this bad boy to the car. Thank you. One more. Yeet this bad boy. That went through the car, didn't it? So with the looks of this vehicle, so it held up in a way pretty well in terms of like structural integrity and all this good stuff. It held up pretty well. We got the hazards going off because impact detected stopping car. And the engine of the vehicle, as we can see right here, it's here, but unfortunately, it's not in the vehicle. It's outside, like it's freaking street legal racing redline or whatever that game is. But instead of this game with BeamNG, you're not going to lose your engine, pay another engine. You just respawn the vehicle like that as so. Okay, for the final part of the video, let's accelerate down the ramp as so. Try to get a better 062, pretty worse. So what we're gonna do is I stay as straight as possibly can. We're gonna crash ourselves way at the bottom here at the square block, aka the wedge thing, which basically you can get a wedge-shaped block of your vehicle while crashing at a very high speed. So here comes my sick wheelie. Let's maintain this wheelie. Can we maintain this wheelie? There goes the wing. Can we maintain this to the very end? 229 miles per hour, I think we are. We're gonna get a weird collision going with this vehicle. So 100 times slow-mo, I want to take a look at this. So the front lip into the wall, not just like down the ground, and into the wall first as so, and damn, the curvature of the vehicle is really kicked in, and here's the wing coming in. So here's the vehicle. Let's do 16 times. So here's the wing. That's so comical. What is this? The license plate and some other part just flew into the wall. So let's do full time. So the engine is dead as so. As you can see here, here's the engine as so. So let's bring this to the Oh my god, let's bring us to the bottom of the hill here to see the aftermath destruction of this vehicle, and we'll wrap things up. So coming on down to the bottom of the ramp as we spin around with the engine still locked out for some odd reason. Where's the J-beam structure to this? It's hastily put together, but unfortunately, you can't break this off. So look at the vehicle. I mean, the rear of the vehicle has become the top of the vehicle. That is freaking hilarious and weird how we got a front collision while doing a wheelie for the first time, and oh my god, we got ourselves like a wannabe banana peel or a 90-degree angle coming up on here with the side of the vehicle in the front. Oh my god, the front. The other side, still see how bad it is with a 90-degree angle going, so yeah. This vehicle, despite its looks, is hella toast. It became a mathematical object, not an automobile used by the general population. So that'll do it with automation and BeamNG.drive with the Talon DeeLeet. At least I could say about this car is that it does wheelies at very high speeds, no matter if you're on the drag strip or on public roads. Once those two front tires come off the ground and catch air, you're going to be in a life or death situation. Unless you ease off the throttle and just drive the car as so if you don't want to do any wheelies at like 100 miles an hour, 150, 200, or any other speed that it does any wheelies with this here car. And for those who are interested in this type of content, please be sure to like and subscribe so you won't miss out on any videos like this in the future, and also to check out my social medias down in the description below. So this is TRIZE rising up and signing out.